Fix what I couldn't see. Eating clean, playing my part. Still something breaking inside my heart. I was doing everything right, and everything kept getting worse. Following every line they drew, still ended up in reverse. Five pills lined up on the sink, one telling me what to think. Said give it time, you'll be okay. But I kept drifting further away. I was doing everything right, and everything kept getting worse. Gave them everything I had, still couldn't break that curse. Then one day I just let it go. Stopped chasing what I didn't know. Took one step, changed one thing, turned my back on everything. This is my why. North Dakota Carnivore changed my life. Kept it simple, stripped it down, turned it all the way around. Lost the weight, cleared my mind, left that old road far behind. What I found was something true, did it myself, and so can you.
Good morning. It's Sunday morning. Beautiful day out there. Already to 80 degrees. It really didn't cool off much yesterday. We didn't quite make it to the 100-degree mark that they were forecasting, but it is what it is. I was actually looking forward to it yesterday, but that's all right. Well, this morning I ended my ADF fast, so I finished that up. My Dr. Bob's ratio was 61. My glucose was a little higher than I thought it should be, 87, but my ketones were at 1.4. Not bad for 36 hours. Went out right away this morning, did just over a 3-mile walk. Again, it's supposed to get up to 100 degrees today, so I wanted to get out while it was still cool enough. And this is at the very beginning of my walk. At the end of my walk, I was sweating. It was a good walk. I finished my fast, 38 hours, 6 minutes this morning, and I broke that with ground beef. Beautiful way to end a fast. So my weight this morning, I didn't do anything with that one. It was at 210s, 2 pounds higher than I was at the end of my 72-hour fast on Wednesday, which is actually really good for the rebound weight. It's not much. It's one of the things that I'm learning how to do is to not binge eat after I finish my fast. So doing a 72-hour fast and doing full 2 days to eat in, and then doing another fast just for 36 hours. It's helping so that I don't overeat tremendously. Planning what I'm going to eat makes a big difference too. You have to be prepared for it. Charger Mopar. Rick, good morning. Hello, Quackers. How you doing this morning, Rick? Lynn, good morning. Nice to see you in here. Uncle Willie, how's it going? Yeah, I talked to my wife yesterday about doing the butter and heavy cream, and she actually likes the idea. She might end up doing that. Wisecracker, good morning. It's nice to see you here. How are you doing today? Dan from Lions Carnivore Podcast, good morning. We had a great video yesterday. Great discussion on with Dustin this morning and with Kiltz. You're just busy today, man. That is absolutely amazing. Brian is in the house. Good morning, Brian. How are you today? Uncle Willie says he's getting ready for a walk and then some meal prep, burger and sausage patties. That's what Sundays are really good for us for meal prep. If you do that kind of stuff, my meal prep is actually pretty easy because I'm not eating again until today. I won't eat again until Wednesday. I don't have to prep anything right now. Jeff is in the house. Good morning, Jeff. And everybody's saying good morning. Rick says he needs to fix his file server, but he doesn't want to. I don't want to do that either. I'd break stuff. Lynn, top of the morning. Jeff is at 41 hours and he'll eat after this. Awesome. That's good fast. Dan said, so amped for today's show. Got to be honest. You keep me accountable, especially your mindset and how focused and driven I am. Thanks. I appreciate it. I have to work at it. I do. I have to work on myself every day. I have to keep myself accountable. And that's one of the reasons why I do these lives is to stay accountable. This way of eating is actually one of the easiest ways of eating. Hey, look at that. I remember to put this up. Sorry, Brian. I have to do this kind of stuff to keep myself accountable because it is easy to stray. You know, over the winter, watching hockey, popcorn. Man, that one's hard for me when I got my electrolyte. Today I'm doing the Element iced tea lemonade because I broke my fast. I don't have to stick with just the raw one. So I'm having a little bit of caffeine. I did give up coffee. And that was one hell of a walk this morning. By the time I got done, I was just completely soaked. I walked with my, well, you can see on here, I was wearing my weight vest. I only have 20 extra pounds of weight in it. And the vest itself weighs a couple of pounds, so it's like 23 and a half, 24 pounds. And holy smokes. When I first started walking, I was like, I should have put more weight in this. By the time I finished my 3+ mile walk this morning, I'm like, damn, I'm glad I didn't put any more weight in this. The sun started coming out of the clouds. It started getting warm. I started my walk. It was in the 70-degree range. When I finished it, it was over 80. Just a little bit of sun peeking through makes a big difference, and I was just drenched. Everybody's saying good morning. Uncle Willie says my wife is always trying to get into deep ketosis. When you hit those higher numbers for the ketones in your body, you just really feel so much better. You really do. Everybody saying hi. Big doll. Good morning. How are you doing today? It's nice to see you in here. Jeff is meal prep this morning, ground beef jerky in the dehydrator. That's awesome. I'll just tell my wife that I need to go buy a slicer. I have rum roast in the freezer, and I have a pork tenderloin in the freezer. I want to thaw those out. I want to cut them up nice and thin, season them with the Carnivore Companion seasoning on some of it, and then just regular salt on some of it, and dehydrate it. Man, is that good. But my old slicer, you couldn't cut even slices. They were always, one end was thicker than the other. So, made a couple of Dustin's waffles with bacon fat mayo. That sounds really good too. But see that, and that goes going back to this. This is where I have trouble. I can do the chopples, the bacon fat waffles, stuff like that. But I tend to overeat those still. But when I just eat a pound of ground beef, I'm good. I can eat a pound of ground beef. And you've seen the last few times I've shown what I'm eating. It's ground beef or just a cold steak. I've tried eliminating. I'm about 90% lion. I have a little bit of butter, a little bit of bacon, a little bit of my element. That's flavor. But just about everything else now is just straight beef. I'm not eating. I tried eggs the other day when I broke my fast. My histamines, my nose got plugged up, stuffed up for a couple of days after that. I think the egg whites are causing me problems, so I decided I'm going to stop doing that just because I can't handle having that on. Just doesn't work for me. Let's see. Okay. All right. Just playing around on the computer too, so sorry about that. But yeah, eating different foods like that can cause me to go off kilter and eat stuff I shouldn't do. Wisecracker says he walks miles with a 24-pound vest. I sleep with ankle weights just in case I turn over in my sleep. That's funny. Never thought about doing that. That might be a good idea. Ankle weights on the wrist. That way, when you're tossing and turning it, you're still getting a workout. I can tell you my heart rate carrying that 24-pound vest really makes a difference. Now, in the last 5 weeks, I've lost 19 pounds doing the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday fast, 22 hours. I've lost 19 pounds in the last 5 weeks. And eating a strict carnivore diet, almost a strict lion diet. But I do, like I said, I do have some of the stuff that lion diet doesn't go for. I'm really thirsty right now after that walk. That took a lot out of me this morning. But just my heart rate carrying that extra 24 pounds was really elevated. It's amazing what that little bit of extra weight does. 24 pounds isn't a little bit, but you know what I mean. I was a lot heavier just 5 weeks ago. And that extra weight helps to jack your heart rate up just getting going and getting out there and getting some steps in. I talked to my wife earlier today or yesterday about rearranging my office again. Thinking about putting my desk up against the wall over there. So I have the back area here. I can get my walking pad back here. And I've been thinking about doing some of my insanity T workouts again. More specifically, the Focus T25. It's only a 25-minute workout. I have 25 minutes I can spare. 30 minutes, set up, getting changed, getting my shoes on, doing the workout, cooling down. You can do it in 25 minutes or 30 minutes. But that workout, man, that is one hell of a workout. And I think something more than just doing my walks on the weekends is going to help. Just as only make 2 at a time. Yeah. I'd have to limit myself to how much I made of those 2. Uncle Willie says I pigged out on turkey sticks and jerky yesterday. Jaw muscles are sore. And that's a possibility too, but at least it's beef, right? Brian says I'm going to start a sardine fast with Amy and Aaron today. We'll check my numbers in the morning. Doing a water fast right now. Amy is going to talk about on her live this evening. Everyone is welcome. Awesome. That'll be interesting. Dustin, Keto Simple, good morning. You had a great show this morning, Dustin. I know I was only in the chat for a little bit, just listening while I'm walking. Heck of a walk, too. Still trying to get hydrated afterwards. This is one of the things I forgot to do was bring a bottle of water with me when I went on my walk this morning. Ankle weights and itching powder. Great night time workout regimen. I'm going to try it on my mother-in-law. That is an amazing idea. Let me know how that goes. Babe says, listening to your body, keep it bland. If the ground beef doesn't taste good, you're not hungry. You're absolutely right. And that's actually how I first started my first fast. Is it just didn't sound good. Now, a lot of times, like people like me, we don't get the leptin signal, so it never tells us that we're done eating. So I could take the ground beef down. We don't ever get that signal that tells us we're done eating. And I've had that a few times where eating a steak and shrimp, something I would normally just eat, no problem. I've had it happen a couple times where I get about halfway through it and the taste is all of a sudden gone. There's no flavor, and it's like, I guess I'm done eating. And it works sometimes. I wish I got that all the time, but I don't. I'm one of the people that can't eat until I'm comfortably stuffed. Because I don't get comfortably stuffed. I can eat 4,000 or 5,000 calories of meat in one sitting, and that's a lot of meat, and still not be comfortably stuffed. My wife will have to tell me to stop eating. Just kidding. I would never get that close to her again. Yes, I get that. Jeff says it's going to have 6-hour eating window, then another 42-hour fast. That's good. Doing a rolling fast like that, it's not bad. That's what I was doing in December and January, where I had great success. I was doing 36-hour fast, eating at 6 in the morning, 6 at night, and then going 36 hours, eating 6 in the morning, 6 at night, going 36 hours. So I was having a small meal in the bread for breaking my fast. like 6 pieces of bacon, 4 eggs. And then when I got home from work, I'd have a pound of ground beef or a pound of steak, and then I'd go 36 hours. I got down to 205 doing that back in February, where I hit 205. Did that for 2.5 months. Absolutely wonderful. And then I started getting sloppy and uh, lost my accountability to myself. So now I'm focused back on getting where I need to be. That's why I'm doing the 72-hour fast and an ADF on the weekend so that I can start getting into the ADF habit. And once I hit my goal weight, or at the end of August, whichever comes first, I'm going to start doing ADFs again. Now, I was looking at the end of August. My anniversary is within that last week when I should be doing a 72-hour fast. And I'm thinking I'm going to switch it on that last week of August. I'm going to start doing my ADF, the alternate day fasting. And if I do it if I fast Monday, I can eat Tuesday, fast Wednesday. I'll be able to eat on Tuesday on my anniversary, which will be a good thing. Because then I can take my wife out for dinner. Because she puts up with my quirkiness on this stuff. Isabel, good morning. It's nice to see you in here today. I always enjoy your meetings in the morning, Dustin. Not just the ones in the morning. I like your lives. I like watching your videos. You got some good stuff you have out there. You got a different perspective and a different way of putting stuff, and I really enjoy listening to how you reason and go through all your stuff. Yeah. Jerry, saying hello to me, Rick, Lynn, Keto, Kitty, Dan, Wisecracker. Good morning to us all. It's so nice to see you in here this morning, Jerry. Ah, Jerry saying hi, Brian, on a different view screen, horizontal stream. Yeah, you're on the other one, the phone stream. Uncle Willie I added black coffee, 2 cups on Saturday and Sunday only. Don't want to get addicted again. I understand that. I'm still coffee free 43 days today. And today is day 703 for me on the carnivore diet, carnivore lifestyle. I know we all call it a diet, but it is a lifestyle, and we all know that because we're still doing it. It is sustainable. Most people don't understand that, but people will get it. Eventually, one of these days, they'll figure it out. Now, this morning, I'm trying something different for a Sunday on here. I don't actually have my X stream going. Today, I'm actually streaming to my Facebook page. Never done that before. Didn't realize I could. I knew I could. I didn't really think about it until this morning. I was like, no, I don't really get a whole lot of engagement off of X. You can be on X, you can comment, you can see stuff on there, but people just don't. So I figured why not try it on Facebook and see if anything on Facebook holds. So far, nothing yet. But I'm going to try it a couple of times and see what happens on that. But going back to the coffee on this, Uncle Willie, it's 43 days now that I've been coffee free, and that's 40 days my wrist has been pain free. That little bit of an ache and a pain that I get from that is well worth me not having coffee. Now, that's 40 days pain free, 43 days. Maybe after 90 days, I'll do the same thing where I might have some coffee on a weekend just to see how it goes. but I don't plan on starting to drink it every day again. It wasn't worth it for me. My watch is telling me different things. Good morning, Aaron. How are you today? Nice seeing you in here. Donna Ray's out for a walk, but listening. Well, good morning, Donna Ray. It's nice to have you in here. Hey, Lynn says, good morning, Jerry. I'm on both screens now. That's the way to do it. Have them both up. Hit like on both of them, too. Hit that like button. Cindy, good morning. How are you today? You gonna join Brian, Aaron, Amy on their sardine fast? Be interesting, huh? Let's see. Aaron says, hello, Brian. Just uploaded my daily workout. Do you know the hand jive? You did hula hooping. Oh, that's funny. I'm going to have to go watch that. You did the hand jive while doing the hula hoop. That's just crazy. Cooking your daily ribeye. I had my ribeye, but my ribeye was ground up this morning. Probably not as tasty as what you're going to make either, Aaron. It's just ribeyes are different. They taste so good. Grease cool. I'll have to watch after we are done. Yeah. Give it a watch. Check it out. Yeah, she is blessed. She can do this stuff, and I don't think I'd ever be able to do that stuff. They're going to be talking about tonight on Amy's live stream that she does tonight. What Brian was saying. So check that out. I think they're starting tomorrow, right, Brian? Am I doing my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday live? I am. I am going to do that. I'll do it as long as I'm doing my 72-hour fast, and then the last week of August, when I'm doing the ADF, I'll be doing those. I need the accountability, so I'm going to continue to do that as long as I'm fasting. And when I do it, when I switch to the ADF, I might continue doing them on my ADF days just to have that out there so the accountability is still going on. I do believe it's something that's important, and not only me, but I know others use it for their accountability too, and it's good. Buttered popcorn is one of the things I miss eating most. I used to eat it every night before bed. That's one of my weaknesses is buttered popcorn. Hockey games are meant to have popcorn. And one of the other things I do is one of our guys that from work comes to the hockey game. He generally sits down below me a couple of rows, and he's got a little guy. It's he must be about 7 now. For the last 3 years, we'd have popcorn fights. I'd throw popcorn at him. He'd throw it back at me. Didn't matter if people got hit in the crossfire. We were having fun. That's the best way for me to deal with popcorn is to throw it away and throw it at people. But I ate a lot of popcorn this last winter and shouldn't have. That was probably some of the issues I was having with my weight too. Coming back on and stuff was eating stuff like that I shouldn't have ate. Larry says, good morning, Lance, and all the carnivores in the house. Good morning, Larry. It's nice to see you here. Jerry, when am I going to be dropping my video for when carnivore and keto collide series? sometime today. I talked with my wife. She's going to help me do it. And I know what I'm going to be doing, but it's something that we have on Sundays. So I'm going to record it so I'll drop it later today. I got it. I'll be doing it. And then Cindy says, I will be a compact car. I will be a compact car for a few hours with sardine hating men going to get a car that my husband accidentally bought. How can you accidentally buy a car? I don't understand that. You can't. It happens. It's just something. It's hard to explain, but I mean, I'm sure you could ask Rick how he accidentally bought something too. I tell you, the Element iced tea lemonade is actually really good. Really give that a shot if you haven't done it yet. I'm excited for it. This is one of the things that I do after I have my last evening meal. I have this, and it helps me in my fast. So it's surprising, but it does help. Let's see. Brian says I received a text from Dave Mack last night. He asked if I would come on his show. Awesome. We'll film it next Saturday. I don't know when I'll air. It doesn't take Dave long to get stuff out, generally within like 24 to 36 hours, and it'll be on his show. That's amazing, Brian. I love Dave Mack. He's got some amazing stuff. I actually went on Dave Mack twice. 3 months, about 3 months into my carnivore diet, I went on there. And then it was right around the 1 year mark, I went on him again. And he did a transition from my chubby face when I did the first one to what I looked like then. I wanted to go back and look at that to see what the difference was. And when I started the video, I missed it. So I'm watching the video. I'm like, when did he transition this? And then it hit me. Wait a minute. That is what I look like after. What a difference from now until then. That was a huge difference. Lynn says, very cool, Brian. And it is. Getting on Dave Mack and doing their interview with him is something that's really cool. Yep. Oh, and one more thing. Don't forget, tag somebody in your video to follow you and for them to make a creation. Yes, I will. And I think I know who I'm going to pick. Uncle Willie says, my wife likes Element ice cream lemonade. And I think it's disgusting. What? Oh, iced tea lemonade. You don't like the iced tea lemonade? I really like it. My wife really likes it. She likes, my wife likes Lipton tea, unsweetened. She really likes it. And this lemonade stuff, she likes a lot. Now, we've mixed the pink lemonade and watermelon together. That's not bad. And then the regular lemonade and the raspberry. And that's pretty good. But I like the lemonade iced tea even better. But my wife likes all the elements except for the raw. Let's see. Donna Ray says I had a short interview, Brian, but it had like 22 hours after we recorded. Yeah. Dave gets them up there pretty quick. He does 2 or 3 a day, and he edits them really quick and gets them out. So it's really cool. But just seeing the difference between what my face looked like when I first did that and what it looked like when, what am I trying to say? When I did the 9 months later or whatever it was, and then what I look like now, completely different. I was shocked. My wife looked at me and said, "Well, yeah, duh." So, let's see. Jerry says, "Today I drop a random video for the series, but it's a recipe for dog food. And I challenge another dog friend to do the recipe as well." Cool. Larry says, "Don, I just watched you on Dave's channel, and it was a great interview." And it was, Larry. She did a really good job. And have you been on Dave Mack's channel, Larry, at all? Just wondering if you've ever done that. It's He does a really good job. He really puts a person at ease before you ever get on. Brian says, "Thank you guys. And Sunday we'll finish the interview with Juliet and John." Awesome. Is that next Sunday? It's not today. Is it at 1 o'clock? Cindy says, "I saw the video, Jerry. Your dogs are very well fed." Yeah. "I can't put liver in my dog's food. She tells me no way. Apparently, I do add it to the cat's food." Awesome. Yeah, both times. Once was in December, and the other time was 9 months later. So it had to be um, what was it? In September last year, August last year. It was right after he hit his 1,000 interview, or it's right after he hit 100,000 subscribers. I can't remember, but yeah, it's not that long ago, and I think if I remember right, it's I have links to him in my posts on YouTube. You could go look on the posts on YouTube and see if I still have them up there. I don't remember taking them down. No. Okay. I encourage anybody who wants to talk about uh, their carnivore experience, good, bad, or indifferent. 90% of it's going to be good. To go to Dave Mack's channel and talk with Dave. Dave Dave's really good. So I really enjoy hanging out with Dave and talking with him. He's got a wicked sense of humor. Pretty cool. Yeah, he's just over 1,900 interviews, closing in on 2,000 interviews. So it'd be cool to be his 2,000th interview. That would be an amazing thing to do. And Cindy says, "Jerry, I would love to get a bigger dog. My husband has Pomeranian. How much do they eat a day?" Oh, I have a Pomeranian too, Cindy. His name is Vinny. He thinks he's a cat, or he acts like a cat. I have a Dalmatian also, and she's about 2 bricks short of a full stack. And she's just absolutely crazy over tennis balls. If she's awake, she's got a tennis ball in her mouth and she wants you to play with. Constant. I give her anxiety because I'll put the tennis balls on top of the fridge when she gets too out of control with them. And then she doesn't know what to do. And then I got my big dog. He's a German Shepherd Newfoundland Husky. Last time he was weighed was about 8 years ago when I was able to pick him up and stand on a scale, and he was over 150 pounds then. He's a big dog. I'm 6'3", and I can stand without bending over at all and pet him. He's beautiful. Looks like he's got the black and white husky, so he's got the white eyebrows. So they'll sit and move, and my wife calls him Dum Dum because he'll move his eyebrows. Like when he's paying attention to stuff, he'll move his eyebrows, and or his eyes will be looking around. And his eyebrows will move, and it makes her laugh. She thinks it's funny. Love big dogs though. The big dogs are amazing. Uncle Willie says Dave Mack and Coach Stephen do a good live stream. It's always dad joke overload. It is. I before Kiltz started doing his 6 a.m. lives again, I was watching those two doing their lives when they're doing them too, because that 6 a.m. or 5 a.m., whatever time it is that they do it, it's 5 a.m. for me, 6 a.m. for them. I missed that. And those two coming on, they crack me up. Brian says, Jerry, you and Barb pushed me to do them. I will never be able to pay that back. Change my path. Thank you guys. Awesome. Rockin' Coach Amy. Hello, Amy. How are you doing today? We were just talking about you. You should have heard what Brian was saying. Just kidding. You guys are going to be doing a sardine challenge here coming up. You guys going to be talking about it tonight on your channel. Everybody check her out tonight. Cindy says Lulu Pomeranian. Because she is a cat also. That or human, right? They have such a human expressions. It's a bit eerie. It is. And when I'm in the kitchen cooking, that Pomeranian will not, his eyes stay on me the whole time. If I move, he's watching me. If I go out of his sight, he moves so he can watch me. I might accidentally drop something on the floor or feed one of the other dogs. He's got to get his too. All right. It says, hello, Amy Sardines. Right? Amy says, yes, I've never done a sardine fast. That's awesome. Now, I will give you, some people have absolutely tremendous benefit on the sardine fast. My ketones hardly did anything when I was doing the sardine fast. I didn't have the best luck. And that was with, the first time I did it with mustard sardines. Okay, the mustard that they used wasn't the cleanest. Then the next time I did sardines like that, I used a better quality sardine and olive oil. Still didn't do anything. Then watching Dr. Bosch, he was telling people stop draining the oil. You need that. So I did. Still, I didn't get my ketones go up just a little bit when I do the sardine fast, but not much. But I do stay full. I can eat 6 cans of sardines in a day and not have to eat anything else. I can eat 2 or 3 cans of sardines and be fine too. See, Amy says my last water fast didn't go so well. You got really sick. Yes, I remember you talking about that. And that's one of the things that you do have to do. You have to listen to your body when something doesn't feel right. Time to switch and do something different. Brian says you, Last Jerry and Barb. The brain is going slow today. I get you. Wisecracker, I'm here at kitchen duty. Awesome. In the kitchen making food or cleaning up afterwards. The cat, Molly, by golly, is actually more like a dog. It practically catches falling stuff in the air. Yep, doesn't reach the floor. Cats are amazing. I've got a friend whose cat opens doors and gets into places that the cat shouldn't be. Because cats are like that. You said that Bella Steak and Butter Gal got sick on sardine only. Yeah. She's going to have to redo that sardine diet just to try it because I think she just ate too much at one time and didn't give it a chance. Let's see. Amy says, can I have hot sauce on my sardines? Yes. In fact, that's one of the things that I like with my sardines. I like my Frank's Red Hot, and I'll mix it in there. I don't buy the sardines with hot sauce. Most of them have a Louisiana hot sauce, which is actually really not a bad hot sauce. But when they pack it in with the sardines, they add maltodextrin to it. So you got to pay attention to the ingredients when they have other stuff in there. So cool. If y'all don't have the John Together Strong, you're not signed up for it, and creators like Amy, if you guys aren't using John Together Strong, you should be. I just got a notification that Carnivore Teacher Alpha is live in 15 minutes. That's pretty cool. So it is working. It does let people know when stuff is going live. I got notification that my own show is going live. Actually really good. But yes, you can have hot sauce, but I would add it to your own sardines just to make sure that it's actually clean. Brian says my numbers were best on the sardine fast. And see, that's my numbers are generally better just doing a straight water fast. My numbers are okay on the sardine fast, but not like they are when I'm doing a water fast. Like this last week, where I had stress issues on my fast, and the end of my fast, my ketones weren't up where they should be. On a 3-day or 72-hour sardine fast, my ketones aren't even that high, which is strange to me. Maybe I just need to have less sardines, eat less. Good morning, Slick. How are you doing today? How is your morning going, and what do you have planned for today? Yeah. Thomas just did 10,812 steps. That's a 5-mile walk, if I am not mistaken, Thomas. That is amazing. Were you out on the track walking, or do you have, man, walking a track for that long would just drive me nuts. Too many times around the same thing. But do you walk a track? Select says I've been having my last meal tonight before starting my 7-day fast. Check the spreadsheet to see my meals for the week. I'll have to look at that. So for those that are wondering, Select and I are part of Jerome's Finally Fasting group, and we're in his autophagy. Is it his autophagy or is his OMAD? His higher paid tier where he has one-on-one meetings with us. And there's a spreadsheet that we can use to fill out to let people know how we're doing. Jerome goes over it in his live stream when we do that on Wednesday. So I'll have to take a look at that and see what Sleck is up to for his meal. Yeah, way to go, Thomas. It is. It's really nice to get those steps and to get that exercise. You feel so much better. And that's one of the reasons why I was Q-Cat. I like that. That is funny, Wisecracker. I can't believe I never thought about doing that. But one of the reasons why I'm thinking about doing the going back and trying the Shanti workouts again, it's not it's basically because of the way I feel after the workouts. The sense of accomplishment. I'm not trying to get in any better shape. It's just I like the feel, and I don't think it's going to hurt me. 2 years ago, walking from my house up through the park that I go to, up the little bit of a hill, turning around and coming back down, it's just over a mile walk. I wasn't able to do that 2 years ago because halfway through it, my feet would hurt so much. I could not make it. And yesterday, I kicked out a 5-mile walk in it was an hour and 20 minutes or something like that. Amazing. Today, I did it So just over 3 mile walk, 3.25 mile walk, and I don't even remember how quick it was. It was less than an hour, just with my 24-pound weight vest. So, and I feel great, and that's what I want to get back to. And that it'll help to get some of this loose skin toned up too, because I'll replace some of the looseness with muscle. Because all that fat's gone. Got to replace it with something. Yep, that's what Jeff's saying too. It's about 5 mile walk, 10,000 steps. Wisecrackers that I cooked, half a pound, 2 eggs, did the dishes up, dumping my grub, right? That's what I'm talking about. Now, next time is going to be more. Spanky Golf Addict. Hello, everyone. Have a fabulous day. Cheers, all. You too, Spanky. It's nice to see you in here. Thanks for stopping in. Everybody saying hi to Spanky. You're not golfing, Spanky? You know what? I almost got hit by a golf ball today. Part of the route that I walked this morning goes by a golf course. And I pay attention to the golfers when they're on the course. And as I'm walking up, I'm watching these two. They're trying to get there onto the green. And the one guy cuts it just a little short. I mean, it hits the edge and then it rolls into the river. The next guy gets up and he's a lefty. And I'm thinking, God, I hope he doesn't hook this. And I watch him do his 2 or 3 practice swings and then he whack. And I walked a little bit faster and that ball dropped like 2 feet behind me. It's pretty funny. Let's pay attention. You got to watch what you do when you're walking out there. So you walk on the track and the street. Awesome. Yeah, there's only so much track a person could do, I think, because it's the same thing over and over, and it's just monotonous. That's why I've got a couple different routes that I walk. And yesterday I incorporated 2 of them, and that made it just over the 5 mile walk. But individually, they're both just over 3 miles. No golfing today, resting some injuries. You better have an extra steak with some extra fat. That way you can heal better. Lynn says, that's great, Lance. Your transformation is amazing. It's come a long way. It really has. No, I don't think he would be able to keep up with me. He's actually our oldest dog now. He's 14 years old. And he doesn't like going out on walks, and at least not quick. Now, I would take the Dalmatian because she's got like endless energy and it might wear her out. Might have to try that one of these days. But my big dog, I could take him probably a mile and then he'd be wore out and he'd want to just lay down in the shade and take a nap. Wisecracker says I couldn't eat the half pound of 80/20, so I only ate a quarter of it. Very satiating, and it is. If you get that signal that tells you that you're full after eating just a quarter pound, that's great. But you had the eggs too, right? So that's always a good thing to do. Lewis, well, good morning. It's almost afternoon in New York. How are you doing today? Nice to see you here. And everybody's saying hi again. Now, for those of us that hang out with Carnivore Quest, there's no meeting tonight, so y'all know that Larry and Cassie are taking the night off. At least that's what Larry said yesterday. So everybody should be over with Amy tonight. When's your interview with Dean, Brian? Or did I miss that? Or is that coming out as a regular interview and not a live? 6 minutes to go. Yeah. It's about 6 minutes left on this. About 5 minutes now. I don't know if I'm going to make it that long. Not like yesterday where I got really behind in the chat and it took me almost 11:30 to catch up with everybody. Everybody's still saying hi. And Amy says, I'm eating my first meal, then cleaning. Okay. I know I've got to go out and get some stuff ready for my video. Hummingbird feeders, then in the pool. I went in the pool yesterday, and that's not a real pool. It's a kiddie pool. It's like a 8-foot in diameter pool, about knee high to an adult. I went in there and I just kind of got used to the water, just standing in it, and then I just went plopped down, staying in it for a little bit. But that was after I'd laid out in the sun for about an hour. Got back out, went back out and laid out until I dried off. I'm planning on doing that again today here shortly because it is that nice outside right now. What are we at right here today? Right. Yeah, we're up to 84 degrees now. So it's not bad out. It is a wonderful day to go hang out. Supposed to get to 100 degrees today. They're originally forecasting 102 degrees today. I don't think it's going to make it. But you never know. So what does anybody else have going on today? Anybody have anything exciting going on? I know Amy's got a meeting here shortly. Carnivore Teacher Alpha has his live stream coming up. And just a little bit, Kelly's going to be on. Who else is going to be live streaming today? We have an Intex pool. I'm convincing my husband we need a permanent pool with a deck. That's my wife is trying to talk me into that kind of stuff too. I don't know. Dean's interview Tuesday, the 28th. Ah, okay. And is it a live interview or is it recorded and then released? I had to put my hot tub away in order for my wife to put the pool that we have out there now for our grandkids to go out there. And actually, my son and his girlfriend use it too. And Spanky says, I am not sure you will succeed, Amy. Good luck, right? I don't know if I'd want to do that. I'd rather put a full deck on the front of the house I'm in instead of putting a pool in the backyard. I'd rather have a full deck so I can sit out there. I'm one of those people. I prefer to sit out in my front yard and watch people, wave to people. It's a front yard. It's always the nice area. Don't have to hide in the backyard. Our backyard's a fenced backyard, and the reason we have it like that is because of our dogs, so they can run around all they want to. We've got the dog door. They go in and out of the house freely. No problems. Lynn says, I need a separate calendar just to keep track of everyone's live streams, interviews, all of it. And Lynn, that's John Together Strong site. You have if they're on his site, it will notify you as a viewer. You can get the notifications and it keeps track of it. It's actually a pretty good site. I like it. Oops. You got lucky, Brian. I clicked the wrong thing on the screen here on this comment, and I almost deleted you. We have a hot tub. Never use it. See, when when we moved into this place, we never hooked our hot tub up, and that was it's over 8 years ago. I used to use my hot tub daily. I love that hot tub. Now my wife is looking at a smaller version of it, so that it'd be easier to maintain, and it's just for me. The other one was a 4-person hot tub. Let's see. Wisecracker says, I want to go to the lake. I love to snorkel, right? It's so much fun, especially if you got a place that you can go down. Even shallow scuba diving is fun to do. Jeff says it's time to eat. You go eat, brother, and have a great week. We'll talk to you later. Wisecracker says, I'm on a country road out in the sticks. Just cars going by. Yeah. Water is water, so any size pool on a hot day would be heavenly. That's true, Lynn. It is. So now, again, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I am doing my live stream for fasting accountability about 6:15 in the evening when I get home from work. That gives me time to get home, set stuff up, and then go live. Helps keep me accountable. Anybody else want to come on, hang out, you can do that. Amy, Brian, Aaron, if you guys want to hijack it to help with your sardine fast, feel free to. If you guys want to come on the screen and go live with me, I will absolutely put the link out so everybody can come on and discuss how they're doing with the sardine fast. Be very interested to see how Amy's doing with her first experience doing a sardine fast. Be interesting to see. So until Monday, you guys have a great day. Please hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not. Share the video with anybody that needs it. I'm going to head out and enjoy some nice, beautiful weather. We'll see you guys tomorrow night.